Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I've been living in Haiti for about 6.5 years now, and I thought it would be a great time to reflect on what I like the most about living here in Haiti. So first thing is definitely the weather. I love living in a tropical climate. Even though I'm not someone that likes too much heat, I always walk around with a fan. I have like a neck fan, I have a handheld fan. Because I get hot very easily. Like I could literally just be sitting down and I'm hot. That's why I don't really like to live in the city, because I feel like it's a lot hotter in this area. I prefer to live in the mountains. That's one of the reasons why I love Haiti's topography. Even though we're in the Caribbean, we have the beaches, the coastline and all of that. But then we also have the mountains as well. Up in the mountains, it's a lot cooler. The town that I'm from gets pretty chilly, like in the morning and at night. Sometimes you might have to wear like a hoodie or maybe like a light jacket. But I also love living in a tropical climate because you can go to the beach all year round. You can go to the rivers, the waterfalls, and all of that. The other thing that I love is the food. I love all the tropical fruits. Here in Haiti, we have over 100 different types of mangoes. There's so many to choose from. There's quenelle, there's fresh coconut water. Like you can literally have coconuts right in your yard, or you can be just driving down the road and you see someone selling coconuts and you stop and you get some coconut water. And of course, it's really good because it's hydrating. It has electrolytes and all that. Right in our front yard, we have a couple of mango trees. We have an almond tree. We have cherry tree. We have soursop tree. We call it kosol, but the other Caribbeans call it soursop. Definitely look up its health benefits. It's definitely worth trying if you possibly could find it in your area. I know it's really expensive. Like I was talking to my dad the other day and he gave me the price. I can't even remember, but it was so expensive. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have soursop right in my yard. I wish I could bring some up to him when I go to the States. The other day, Simon went to Plaisance. He brought back some peanut butter that his mom made. Best peanut butter I've ever had in my life. I actually posted about it on Instagram. I was definitely off, y'all, because I thought it had ginger in it because I tasted spice, but it wasn't like the spicy peanut butter. Like we have spicy peanut butter and we have sweet peanut butter. So it was like sweet, but then it had some spice to it. So I was like, is there ginger in here? The other thing is I was eating it with some cassave and the cassave had ginger, but I tasted the peanut butter on its own, but that was like after I already tasted the cassave. So I don't know. I really thought it had ginger in it and I was waiting for her to respond to me to tell me like what was in it. And when she responded, she was like, it has cinnamon, star anise, it has small Scotch bonnet pepper, some sugar, of course. It was just the best peanut butter I ever had. And I was like, oh my gosh, when I go to Plaisance, I'm gonna ask her to show me how to make it because I'm like, yeah, I wanna make my own peanut butter from scratch too. I'm pretty sure it's easy. So I would love to make it, but it tasted so good. And I also love being able to use different things for healing purposes, like the different leaves that we use for tea. My grandma, my mom's mom, she's from Marmalade, and she is still going strong. And she drinks tea every morning, different types of tea. She doesn't do it necessarily to treat anything, it's more preventative. But there are a lot of things that we do in our culture that you don't really know, but they're keeping you strong, keeping your immune system strong. Of course, you got to keep in mind, not everywhere in Haiti is the same, because if you live like in a more rural area that has fertile land, you will see a lot of these things all around you, in your front yard, in your backyard. You need some thé associé, like say you have a fever and you need to get some associé leaves, which is bitter melon. It definitely helps you with your fever. Oh my gosh, it has helped me so many times. Let's move on to the next thing that I like about living here. There's this certain connection that I feel to people, even though they're not my family. I might not even know them. I just see them down the street, or I'm in a car and I just see them passing by. But it's this feeling that I have and this connection that I have to them, even though I don't even know them. But it's like, these are my people. We have this history that connects us. There have been so many times when school is out and I see all the kiddies in their uniform and I would literally like burst out in tears. I'm just like, oh my gosh, these kids, like what do they have to look forward to? Like, are we going to make a better Haiti for them? And it definitely motivates me and keeps me on track with fulfilling my purpose here. The other thing that I love about living in Haiti is learning more about my culture, learning more about Haiti, learning more about the people, learning more about traditions, just learning something new each day. Even if it's something as simple as learning a Creole word that I did not know, or maybe a word that I just did not use correctly or didn't even know how to pronounce correctly. correctly. I spent my whole life saying vacances instead of vacances, and no one corrected me. No one corrected me until one day my husband was like, say vacances. And I was like, vacances. And he was like, are you pronouncing with an R? And I'm like, yeah, because I kept typing it with an R. So he was like, you keep typing with an R. He wanted to hear me say it. And so I was like, vacances. That's how it sounds to me. And he's like, that's incorrect. It's vacances. And I'm like, there's no R? He's like, no, there isn't an R. And I'm like, wait, why wouldn't anyone in my family ever tell me it was vacances and not vacances? I'm like, no one ever told me that. I was like, what? I was in shock. I was in disbelief. Not that the word was vacances, but just the fact that no one ever told me. And that's why a lot of people in the diaspora could barely speak Creole. Either their parents speak Creole to them, but you know, they respond in English, so you're not really practicing that much, or you might have to practice with a grandma, with someone who just isn't going to accept you to speak in English to them. And that's actually what happened to me, because I used to speak Creole to my grandma, my dad's mom. Even though my dad always spoke Creole, a lot of times I would respond in English. When it came to my grandma, it felt like I was forced to respond in Creole, or anyone who was like around her age, like her sisters, because they lived in the States as well. If it was someone who I just felt like wasn't too comfortable in English, I would not respond to them in English. I would respond to them in Creole, and that's how I would practice my Creole. But besides improving my Creole, there are things that I learned every single day while living here. There are experiences that I have that I would never have if I lived in the States. You know, even growing up in a Haitian household, there are things that you're just not gonna know. There is so much more left for me to learn. I can't wait till I move to my hometown and I'm in a rural area. There's so many things that I know I will be learning while living there. So yeah, I can't wait for that time to come. But yeah, overall, living in Haiti, learning something new each day has been awesome. And lastly, if you watched my video about why I decided to move to Haiti, I'm gonna link it down below in case you haven't watched it. But my reason for moving to Haiti was to make a positive contribution to this country some way, somehow. Of course, with my regular job, because I studied international development. So anything that I do in Haiti, any job that I have is definitely gonna be something that is making some type of impact. I currently work in nutrition, and our program has a positive impact on the health of children and women all over Haiti. And so that's awesome to be on the team. But besides my regular job, I always told myself I need to make sure that I do more. And, you know, of course, I am one person, so I have realistic expectations. I do not think that I'm able to do the things that the people in the government are supposed to do. You know, one of the things I wanted to do was to help my hometown Plaisance, and that's why I got involved with a group of young people from Plaisance. With everything going on in the country and a lot of us being away from the north, it was really hard to continue a lot of our projects and security and all that stuff, trying to cross from department to department, because, you know, a lot of us lived in the west. It was really hard to make the progress that we wanted. But now that we are in the north and we have more people in the north, we are closer to Plaisance, and soon we'll be in Plaisance, we can definitely continue to work on that. So those are the 5 things that I like the most about living in Haiti. If you also live in Haiti, leave a comment down below and tell me what you like about living here. And if you like my content, please be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye.